Hey y'all, we're back. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I went live earlier today, but on this channel, but I was in a time crunch, so I decided to come back live for y'all this evening. If y'all weren't able to catch the live earlier, so thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all being here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So today we're going to be talking about how women change the culture. Throughout history, women have changed the culture from what they wanted it to be to what it is today. It's always the women who change it because a lot of times, like when women aren't happy or satisfied, they're not going to cooperate. Y'all already know that. We ain't going to cooperate. Things ain't going to be right at home. Nothing going to be right. So that's why women have like the power to literally change cultures. If women stood up for what they believed in, if they held to their standards, created their own morals and values, society would definitely bend towards women a lot more. But so many people are unaware of the power that women have just by liking something or not liking it. So if you want to change your life, you don't have to change the entire culture. Start with your life. Just by changing your life, you could be an example to change another person's life, so on and so forth, until the culture is changed. So, and of course, that don't happen overnight. It happens when it happens, but at least you are on the way. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all. Like I talked about this yesterday, I think, or the day before, that Korea was introducing the 4-day work week to allow couples to spend more time together since the women over there aren't trying to have babies anymore. So literally they went from working a lot to now a 4-day work week because of women. And, you know, there's so many more other examples of how women change cultures throughout the history. But that's one of the most recent changes that has affected like a large amount of people. So I thought that would be something to commend. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But the reason why it worked so fast and so well is because they all stuck together in what they believed. There was not a pick Misha here or a Barbara the Builder over there talking about, oh, yo, man, I am supposed to build together. It wasn't none of them over there. They were like, no, we ain't doing it no more, period. And do you see how quickly things turn around and change for them? They got a whole extra day of not having to work. So the reason why it doesn't work as well in some places is because there are still some desperate women that thrive and can't survive without the attention from a Dusty. Or shall I say, they can't live or thrive without feeling like someone is acknowledging them in some form or fashion. Okay, T sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, how do I get my man to buy you Lamborghini? He could finance one, but he says he prefers to buy outright, but I want one. Now, go test drive some. Go test drive a bunch of them. Every day, go test drive one. Make him go to the dealership. Talk about it until he finally says, okay, fine, let's go get it. Go talk about it every day, every day, every day, every day. Until he gets tired of hearing about it. So he goes and does something. You know, you can change his mind if you just don't let up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, there's so many pick Mishas need validation. That's why it takes longer for a lot of things to change in some places. So just understand that. You said how to fight the loneliness? Go out by yourself. If you can't spend time alone by yourself, you're always going to be lonely, even when you're in a big group of people. Okay, because other people shouldn't define how you feel or define you. You define you. So I think people that find themselves lonely need to actually spend more time alone until you don't feel lonely anymore. then that's when it's time to venture back out. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do I ask him to bring a gift on our next date? Accidentally pretend like you dropped a bottle of your favorite perfume while you were talking on the phone with him. Get you a Dollar Tree glass and like drop it on the floor in the background, or get you some sound bits from YouTube that sound like breaking glass and play it in the background while you're on the phone with them. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, what was that sound? And you're like, oh my gosh, I just dropped my favorite bottle of perfume. It was literally brand new and full. I paid like such and such amount of dollars for it and it's gone now. It's because I'm not used to holding the phone and talking, I'm not like really a phone person, but I really like talking to you. And they'll feel so bad. Then you can go tell them what to buy you. What perfume? Or it could be an earring. If you don't want no perfume, you want a diamond earring, you could just say, oh my gosh, I lost one of my diamond earrings while I was on the phone with you. It fell out. I'm not used to holding a phone to my ear, and I'm not really a phone person, but I really like talking to you. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. Maya asks, have I ever cheated? You mean on tests at school? Sure, everybody cheats on tests. I have the answers written on the bottom of my shoe. So you go to class, you cross your leg, and then you like this. So but like, are you asking me about like past relationships? Like every relationship I've ever been in, I've always had extra on the side. Okay. Because if you think about it, most men have the same thing. So why should I be the dumb one? I'm definitely saying, ever since I was started dating, I would have had a little extra one on track. When I was young. It's been that way all the time, forever. Like I've never been faithful to any of my boyfriends, ever. And the reason why is because, first of all, I was young, and I know they weren't going to be faithful. So why should I live in Delulu land for something that's that silly when I could be dating several at the same time too? Um, thank you. Um, you said advice for women coming up as a public figure, becoming more well known. Just don't care about that kind of stuff. Live your life and do what you want. Because if you're growing up to be a well-known figure and you're becoming the slave of whatever it is that you're doing, it's not worth it anymore. So if you can't do whatever you want, it's not even worth it. That's my take on it. Like I always say, I don't want to have to watch everything I do and say all the time, because that's not living. Oh, Miley, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's the Pisces in you, quick to swim away if need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Swim away, swim around, come back, do what I was going to do anyway, right? So the whole thing is like, yeah, do what you want, because that's the most valuable type of freedom. Oh, Demi, sprinkle, sprinkle. He is a provider, but so clingy. What do I do? He can't stop messaging me and expecting me to talk 24/7. Cash app him. Every time he texts you and you don't want to text back, tell him you're super busy. And if you want to free up some of your time to cash app you some money. Oh, Pain Sam, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 24, your man is 52. His 16-year-old daughter hates you and keeps telling me that I'm using him. How do I get her to shut up? Well, if you tell her, it's like your dad is going to date young girls, young women, not girls, sorry. Your dad is going to date young women, and no young women are going to want him just because he's him. Young women and old men, they have an agreement together. He already knows. I would just tell the 16-year-old that the man already knows. Like your daddy already knows. He's literally 52 and I'm 24. What do you think he thinks this is? That'll shut her up because it's just the truth. I mean, the truth. It's literally the truth. He knows the arrangement. She's just shocked because it's her dad. Just say, you know what? If it's not me, it's going to be another 20-something-year-old using him. Oh, lamb, sprinkle, sprinkle. What you say, Matt? What would you say color matters for a first date? Yeah, don't wear nothing that looks like who did it and why. I would say go for something feminine or mysterious. Thank you, abundance, sprinkle, sprinkle. He asked me to move in after a week. Advice. You need a lot of money in your bank account, and you need to be able to move out as soon as you want to. I wouldn't move in with anyone after a week unless they have like some giant mansion and cars I could drive and personal shoppers and stuff like that. I ain't doing that after 1 week. Oh, tea, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Unless it has all that stuff that comes with it. You got maids, you got butlers. I'm gonna be in the next day if you got all that. But if he ain't got none of that, a week is too soon, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Someone said that your dad's using them for her looks, her youth, and everything. Exactly. Oh, Lana, sprinkle, sprinkle. My friend stayed for money with a cheater and got okay. Well, they could have got the same thing from a Dusty too. I mean, it is what it is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gotta be careful. Be smart no matter who you sleeping with, rich or broke. I don't recommend dealing with broke though. Ever. So Dusty's be cheating left and right and spreading stuff too. So protect yourself no matter who you're with. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get old sugar daddy and Jim? I'm 20, but they never think I'm interested because you're too young. You got to spark up some conversation like after like you drop something and they pick it up for you, or you are clueless about how to work one of the machines. Then you have to like give them some type of compliment or ask them a question or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can like linger a little bit longer and look them in the eye and smile, and then they'll know you're interested. But they don't want to seem like old men like being creepy, so they're not gonna approach. They prefer if you like bump into them, drop something, give them an opportunity instead of them looking creepy. Because you know what I'm saying? So you have to like allow them to understand that you are interested by not directly approaching them, but giving them the opportunity to have access to you without being creepy. Oh, share the love, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your provider wants you to, okay, why are y'all asking me all these questions that don't have anything to do with me? Um, then tell them no if you're not into it. I don't understand why y'all can't think for yourselves. Like, honestly, if the answer is no, the answer is no. So honestly, like, oh, I don't believe in doing that. Then don't do it, man. I don't want to do it. It's freaking me out. So don't do it, man. Why are you asking me? What do you think I'm going to tell you? Do something you're uncomfortable with because you don't know how to think for yourself? No, just don't do it if you don't want to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think a lot of women are confused. I don't know how y'all grew up, who raised y'all, who taught y'all about a lot of stuff, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, period, with anybody. I think y'all don't know this. And I thought that was common sense. But I think some people need to tell y'all, well, if you don't want to do something, you don't have to. It's not that hard. You just say no. You said women are too nice. That's the reason why they don't get ahead faster, because they're too nice. If you're just evil and mean and say what you said, you get ahead way faster. Okay. So remember that. Y'all too nice. It's like the answer should have been, I don't think so. No, I'm sorry. I'm not into it. Next. What are we going to eat? You know, you said some of us grew up neglected. That has nothing to do with being too nice. It has nothing to do with being too nice. Everybody should have boundaries. Oh, Neem, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to business network with men in a business event. Look cute. I really wouldn't be all business, especially like maybe I'd mix it up a little bit, but I'd be more interested in them than their business. And their business would be second because that way they'll want to do business with you anyway. Just an excuse to get to see you, right? And they might offer you more than they would offer the next person. Thank you, Miley. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would just look cute and have them approach me. I never had a problem with that. Daisy, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're meeting a guy who's older than you by 13 years and you're 26. Any suggestions on what to do on the girl? That's not even a lot older. I would consider that the same age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like mentally. Mentally, y'all are probably the same age. So it's not a big deal. You're just probably going to look better because, you're younger. But mentally, y'all are probably the same age. So it's not a big deal mentally. And hopefully he has enough money to do more than someone your actual age could do. Okay. If y'all ask me about the meetup one more time, because let me tell y'all a secret. It's not set in stone. Okay? It's not set in stone. And if I do post anything about a meetup, it's going to be exactly 2 weeks prior to it in my Patreon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just letting y'all know. If there were to ever be a meetup, the only place that it would be mentioned and posted about would be on the Patreon first. So all those people that are on my Patreon get first dibs because there is a very limited amount if there is ever a meet and greet. So I suggest you sign up for the Patreon if you ever want a chance. And sprinkle, sprinkle. No seminars. It's not going to even be a seminar. I'm not going to be speaking. It's a meet and a greet. I'm not doing no extra work. And this is the part of the reason why I don't ever want to do a meet and greet is because a lot of y'all be expecting too much. And I don't know why, not from me. It's not going to be like, it's going to be, hello, nice to meet you. Oh, really? Uh-huh. Okay. That's very nice. Let's have a toast, a drink. Ha 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 ha. Very mindful, very demure. It's not going to be no wham bam. It's not going to be in no hotel. There's not going to be no DJ. There's not going to be no plates. It's not going to be no wedding reception type deal. I'm not going to get up and speak on no microphone. It's going to be none of that. So let me just help y'all so y'all can determine if y'all want to spend y'all's money on it or not, because it's not going to be anything like that. It's literally just going to be like the smallest type of meet and greet with maybe some wine or some champagne. And like literally that's about it. If you have your book, I'll sign it and we'll talk for a little while and mingle. But it's not going to be extravagant. It's not going to be any of those things. But it will be in a nice place. And if you do, it's going to be like cocktail dresses. Semi-formal, not formal at all. No body cons. Sprinkle. Okay. So like I said, don't expect too much at all. And the reason why I'm saying it now It's because I don't want y'all thinking y'all are finna go to some grand hotel party. It is not even going to be on that level at all. And the reason why is because I don't believe in that type of stuff. Because let me tell y'all a secret. No matter how much money I spend on a meet and greet or how little money I spend on a meet and greet, people still gonna talk trash. So I'm saving my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you stay winning. You just don't care what people think and you do what you want to do. And if they don't like it, not your problem. Okay, so yes, don't think you're getting ready to come to something. There's not going to be, it's like very small, very intimate, very in and out. Okay. Don't, I'm trying to help y'all because I really don't want you to think that you're getting ready to come to something and then you're like disappointed. It's just the bare minimum, literally, with a nice outfit and a nice glass of wine and, spending quality time with someone that you may want to talk to. That's literally it. Okay. Y'all want to party? Y'all go find a club. Okay, share the love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. My provider is a billionaire and he's a cheater, but he trying to get me pregnant in the first week. Okay, good for you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Where is it going to be at? I don't have a location that I'm going to disclose yet until 2 weeks prior on my Patreon. My Patreon link is in the description bar. I'm also going to post it here if y'all would like to join. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mr. Super Chat, hold on. Caitlin. Is being hot and cold a way to keep him on his toes? Yeah, of course. Some people are just naturally that way, like me. Your provider is a billionaire. Okay, I read that one. So, yeah. Why be nice all the time? They can predict your every move if you're always nice and do whatever they want. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah, women change the culture. A lot of women change their culture through books, fashion, ideas, ways of thinking, standards. So a lot of times y'all don't realize how much power you actually have because you're too distracted. And if you just tap into that and you start using that when you talk to people, when you start understanding your power as a woman, when you even just talk to a man, everything will change. Like, for example, like if someone approached me, let's say I was single and someone approached me and they tried to talk me out of my standards or to lower my standards, I'm looking at them stupid. I'm like, and why should I do that? That just doesn't sound very beneficial to me. So I'm just going to suggest that you just do better. You're a man, right? You're supposed to be all that. So find a way to meet those standards. If you can't, just say you can't. There's someone else who can. So we don't bend our standards. We keep them high. You're 20, saved up $6K for a new apartment. You want a sugar daddy bad. Should I move to Miami to raise my chances? I've always wanted to live there. $6K? How long you think that's going to last in Miami? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just wondering. Oh, Mango, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well-behaved women rarely make history. That's so true. Let me, to the person, thank you, Mango's Tara. That's so true. So the person that's talking about moving to Miami with only $6,000, the answer is no. What you gonna do? You gonna live in the bad part of town? What? No, I wouldn't do nothing with $6,000. I wouldn't even go out of town down the street 2 hours with $6,000. Not saying that's not a lot of money to some people, but I'm not even taking a staycation with $6,000. I'm not even going 30 minutes from here. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't last that long. That you need to save up way, way more or get a sugar daddy first. How old lady loves sprinkle sprinkle. Why do men always ask if you know how to cook? Because they know how to eat. Um, do you know how to cook? Oh, everyone knows how to cook. It's just following instructions in a cookbook. Do I like to cook? They don't even ask if you like to cook. They just want to know if you know how. Like, you can know how to cook all the way, from the homiest meal to the most, gourmet type of meal, but that don't mean you like to cook. You might know how to cook the best meal ever, but that don't mean you like to do it and you gonna do it. Okay. You could say, I'm a great cook, I just don't like cooking. I need motivation like money and cash, like lots of it, like gifts, money, cash, diamonds. Mm, mm-mm-mm. Yeah, women, your role is not of the domestic help unless you're getting paid to do domestic work and you're getting paid a lot. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that stuff for free. That's dumb. Sure, how can I get my man to give less money to his daughter and more money to me? He is taking all of his money and says he can't buy me a car now. Well, men are supposed to take care of their kids first. Sorry, the kids are always the priority. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why you need to have another one on the side. Okay, other one with no kids will give you what you need, ma'am, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, have two. I need two. Just get another one. Like when he say no, the other one will say yes. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all know I believe in extras. Okay. Do. How do I what? If you want to know how to fit in with the rich people and you don't feel right meeting them, just read an etiquette book, educate yourself on the subjects and topics that they mostly talk about. Join something that you can have in common, which you can talk about later. You have to like do your own due diligence and your own study and research. Like you can't just show up there looking like you don't belong. You have to literally try to fit in, or at least have the lingo, or be able to hold a conversation without feeling that way. So that's your problem, and you need to work on that by learning more, talking to more people. They don't have to be those people, just some other people. Maybe start watching videos to teach you how to deal with certain people, or a lot of times if you just watch TV shows or like YouTube channels or follow people on TikTok or Instagram that have that type of lifestyle, you can kind of understand how they think and what they talk about and what their interests are. So just start doing your research. Don't just feel out of place, because there's so much you can do about that. Okay, you're 20, your provider at 48. You've been dating for a year. When do I expect proposal? A year. Um, when you're only 20, they don't see you as wife material. You're very young. You gotta, like, they're trying to see you're not even old enough to drink, man. Be patient. And don't get married until you're 25 and up. What are you doing? Your 20s are to have fun. I mean, you can date that man and get, provided for, but wait at least till 25 to walk down the aisle. You can have a long engagement. You can get a couple of rings. You can get a promise ring, an engagement ring. You could go on vacation. You can do all those fun things, travel, but at least wait till you're 25 to marry somebody, okay? Because think about this. You're 25, you'll know what you really want because your brain will be finished developing. It's a true story. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Just wait a little longer. That's too soon, man. You're too young and that's too soon. You don't want to be divorced by 27. Just be patient. You don't need a ring. You just need money. You need a ring after a while, like a couple more years, but wait, 25 and up now. Get money now. Stack money. Start a business. Go travel. Have fun. B, sprinkle, sprinkle. Do I tell rich potential I'm married? He dusty. No, why would you do that? Secretly, they already know if they figure you out, but you don't have to talk about it. Oh, Ella, sprinkle, sprinkle. Me and my provider agreed to him giving me monthly money. He said this month he won't be giving. What buys you gifts? What should I do? You should have 2 of them, bam. You always have 2. So when one don't come through, the other one does. And this is just to show you that you need to, because one, you're going to get used to one helping you, and then all of a sudden they can't. So now what? You got to have another one, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you're 20 and you want to find a provider, man. How to work on myself to stand out and attract. Take care of yourself as your number one priority. Like everything you can do to make yourself look good, feel good, be more attractive, and get your mental, level up on as well. Everything you could do, just keep doing it until you start attracting. It's going to happen naturally. So that's how you know it's working, when you start attracting the type of guys you want. Okay. Thank y'all. Yeah. Thank you, Eris. Exoteric. She says, sprinkle the like button, please. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Hit that like, y'all. Yeah. 20s, just get money. Just date men with money. Y'all ain't got to rush into no marriage. You can rush into, some bills. You can get you some bill money, some shopping. I say when you get close to 25, then y'all can start talking marriage if y'all are still together. But, that's way, way too young. You said use this currency. Exactly. What if you meet somebody richer? Then you stuck with this dude. What if you meet somebody richer and you're 22 and you married now to some dude and you could have had somebody way better? Wait until you're 25, man. That way you know if you really want them. Why don't people recommend getting it? Because they're literally divorced by 27. Literally. You don't know what you want at 20. Your brain is not even finished developing at 20. That's it. 20, you're supposed to be having fun, not getting married to somebody. Wait till you're a little bit older. Wait till you've had a lot. At least go through half your 20s unmarried. I promise you, you won't regret it. Okay. Every person that I know that got married very young, like in their early 20s, were divorced before they were 30. So don't do it. Please take that advice. Yes. Is a new money guy or old money guy better? The one that's spending. I'm live. It's a new, okay, yeah, whatever one's spending, man. That's the one that's better. If they're both spending, probably the older guy. Should you break up with your boyfriend at same age? We are both 23. Honestly, that's up to you. Do you think you're going to marry him? Do you think he's going to be a provider? Is he going to give you the lifestyle that you want? You know, don't let love and emotions cloud your judgment of your future, because you're going to be mad if you do. That's all I'm going to tell you. You're going to be mad because you're going to look up one day and you're like, dang, I should have been smarter and chose someone who's an actual 100% provider that could give me the lifestyle that I wanted to live, instead of struggle love. So, I mean, a 23-year-old and you're a 23-year-old, what are y'all going to do? Struggle up, struggle together? Oh, Aisha, sprinkle, you're loud and aggressive. Advise on being more feminine. Calm down. Don't be so excited, and think about what you're going to say before you speak. And remember, being loud and aggressive is masculine. So just always think about, before you open your mouth, are you going to sound masculine or feminine? You get to choose. It's a very conscious thing. So make your choice every time before you speak, whether it's going to be masculine or feminine. Okay. I'm wearing a combination. Y'all like my lipstick? Okay, I'm wearing two things. I'm wearing Tom Ford lipstick in the color. Sorry, I can't see it. It's very small. I need my magnifying glass. Velvet Cherry. Tom Ford and Velvet Cherry. It's a matte lipstick, but I wanted it a little bit glossy, so I put Lawless Cherry Vanilla over it. So it's naturally a matte lipstick by Tom Ford called Velvet Cherry. And then Cherry Vanilla Forget the Filler lip gloss by Lawless. They sell this at Sephora. So, because Lawless always sends me buku. Like, Lawless, thank you so much. They send me so much stuff. Like, look what I got in the mail like 2 days ago. This is like the fourth one of these that they've sent me, with different like glosses, lipsticks, lip liners, blush. I got one of these full of blush, and they are so sweet. Look. They sent me all these lip liners, all these lipsticks, and a lip gloss. And I might do a giveaway because I already have some of these colors. So if you are on my Patreon, these have not been touched or opened. And I told my Patreon members that I might be doing a giveaway for the Patreons too. So definitely join the Patreon. Still, you know, sealed. And they sell these in Sephora, and they also have their own website, Lawless stuff. Y'all check them out in Sephora. Their lip gloss is the best. Okay. How to deal with disrespectful men. I stopped talking to them once they are disrespectful, or I just start ignoring them and only listening to them when they're talking about giving me some money. Okay. Let me tell y'all a secret. When men act a certain way and they act up, what they're expecting from you as a woman is response, an emotional response. And that's what feeds their ego, when they can get an emotional response out of you. When they can't get it, you're literally starving them. And they will do anything to get a rise or a reaction out of you. So if you stay unbothered and very nonchalant, you literally win. Like, overreacting is exactly what they want you to do. Having an emotional response is exactly what they want. Why would you give it to them? Unless they're giving you what you want. I'm not giving them anything that they want. Thank you, Austin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Austin sent me a cash app. Appreciate that, Mr. Austin. Let's see what they say. Austin. For my girl finally likes me. Thank you, Shira. All right, Austin. I'm glad your girl finally likes you. Sprinkle, sprinkle to you too. How do we stay unbothered? It's a choice. Let me help y'all. I know it's hard because men know how to trigger y'all, because they know women are emotional creatures. They don't think that you have a brain to stop, think about what you're going to do and how you're going to respond, and then respond according to how beneficial it is. They don't think you are able to do that. So they bank on you reacting without thinking. Let me repeat that. Men don't think that you have the mind to not suddenly react, but to think, how is the best response going to benefit me? Or what is the best response I can give this person that's going to benefit me? They don't think you are able to do that. They think you're just going to get mad, fly off the handle, act all emotional, be all sad, and then they're going to be there to comfort you after you calm down, and you never get what you want anyway. Because now you overreacted and showed your butt, and now you have to save face because you acted stupid. And so now you don't get anything but another chance. You see? Every time y'all ask me, I messed up. How can I get him back? I messed up. How did y'all mess up? By overreacting, right? By responding without thinking, right? So if you just skip that part and think first, how can I benefit from this situation? If you strategize before you emotionally react, all just for another chance instead of getting exactly what you wanted in the first place, you're starting over. So stop emotionally reacting. Think about why they're trying to get you to emotionally react. What are you going to get out of this? And if it's nothing, what can you get out of this if you stop and think and use your strategy of what you learned on this channel? Think about how much more you could get without being a slave to your emotions, without being a predictable over emotional woman whose only prize is another chance with a man who's going to make her upset again. Like, what? If it's not about money, I'm not reacting, period. And if I do react, it's going to be very strategic and thoughtful. I'm not getting ready to overreact for no reason. You don't deserve that. As a man don't deserve that. Okay. You said, why do men try to talk down to you when they find out your standards are high? It's because they can't reach them and you're talking to the wrong one. Move along. That's how you know you're wasting time right there. When they start trying to down you, you're wasting time because they can't reach the standards. Okay. It's like when you go in, when a broke person goes into a very expensive store and they start talking about all the prices are too overpriced. They don't supposed to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, it's not your problem. It's literally theirs at that point, because there's nothing you can do about your standards. They can't reach them. They can't reach them. Guys talking to me shopping. How should I go about this? Smile and ask them to buy it. So you want to buy me something? Like in a silly, flirty way, and they'll probably say yes. Oh, Ange, You need step-by-step guide to get a man to provide lies and techniques. It doesn't work like a cookie cutter guide, fam. It all depends on the man, you, what you look like, how you dress, where you're at, what side of town you met him on. Did you meet him online? Did you meet him in person? There's not a guide. There's like tips and hints, but everyone is different. The best way to get a man to provide is he has to like you way, way, way more than you like him. That's number one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you got to get that first and foremost. If you get that, and the rest will just fall in line. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said how to strategically act when he doesn't give you money. See, oh, don't worry. That's okay. If you're having financial troubles, I hope you figured that out. But anyway, I guess I'll see you later, because I don't think you can afford to do anything after that news. Play on their ego and go call the other one. You know what I'm saying? There has to be another one. You should always have more than one. Thank you, Amar. Hi, Shira. Hi, earning professional. How do I protect myself from getting parasited? You don't tell anybody. If you're a man and you want to hide the fact that you have money, then date women that are in your league if you didn't have money. So, for example, date a woman that would date you if you had no money. That's how you protect yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go find the woman that would date you if you had nothing. Okay. Are any of the books you've written available on Audible? No, you got to buy them and read them yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're on Amazon. Okay. Somebody said date broke girls from the hood. Y'all are silly. I always tell people that, like, if you're going to be successful, if you're going to have money, if you're going to be rich, you're going to attract a certain type of woman. So if you want to protect yourself, just date a woman that would date you if you had no money. That's just the answer. Just date someone that would date you if you were broke. There's your woman right there. But see, a lot of times when men run into that problem and they look at the girls that only would date them if they, for them, that they don't look like the type of girls they want. They want a girl that looks like a perfect 10 and not want them for their money. Sleep with one eye open if you find her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Thoughts on what? Power couples. Not for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're a power couple, the woman should just keep her money and the man should spend. Like, she can earn all she wants, but the man is the one spending. He's the sole provider. Yes. Oh, Jessania, how to eat out alone in confidence. Just like every day, thousands of millions of people do. Just go out and eat alone. You don't have to have, like, most of the time, most people aren't eating alone anyway. They have a phone. Y'all aren't eating alone. Y'all are eating with Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Temu. Okay. Got the pheromone perfume with my coat. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They also have a pheromone that attracts women that, like, if you're a man and you want a pheromone to attract women, go to Whole Cosmetics and they sell them for men too, like, to be more, women to be more drawn to you. Use my code, save money too. Okay. Somebody say you're only embarrassed if you feel embarrassed. Exactly. Like, who told you that you had to have another person to eat? Like, who told you that? If you're hungry, go eat. Don't care what people think, you know? Oh, Nat, sprinkle, sprinkle. You have debt and you're moving out on your own, scared to know I'm not budgeting like I should. Tips, pep talk. I'm trying to, but I spend too much. Then save up before you go. Like, why do people make moves when they don't have anything? That's like the dumbest thing people could do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to thrive, stay where you are, stack your money until you can go do whatever you want when you leave. That's literally it. Like people, you're gonna get way more deeper and deeper into debt if you can't stay still enough to save money. You gotta have discipline. That's how people become homeless. They keep running from pillar to pole, spending what they ain't got. Stay in one place and get your money up. That's just literally it. How to make him jealous and get his attention again by dating someone richer and better. The pheromones work, yes. Especially if you get the liquid finesse. They have the little purse size bottles too. No, I want the big bottle. Thank you. Y'all are too nervous and scared about life. I remember back in the old days, people just went out and lived. Y'all need to get offline from behind the screen, y'all. Like, y'all, how are you afraid to live in the world that you're in? It's crazy to me. Go out. Who cares? Stop. You're overthinking. Stop overthinking so much. Just go out and be free and be fun. If I was a man and I saw all these women out there looking like they don't know what to do when they're out in the real world, overthinking, nervous, and scared, can't eat alone, I don't want them anyway. Think about this. You go out and you see people afraid to live. Why would you even want to approach them? Go live. Stop thinking too much. Get off the dang phones. Stop overanalyzing every little thing. No one is looking at you that hard. It's just the truth. They say younger people are more self-conscious because they think everything is about them and everyone is looking at them. But it ain't true. It's just not true. They might see you and find you attractive and walk over to you, but they're not paying attention to every little single dumb detail that y'all think that they are. They're not magnifying it times 20 like y'all are magnifying it times 20 on yourselves. You know, just go out and live. Stop overthinking it. Just go out. Enjoy the world while you still have it. It's literally that simple. Get dressed, look cute, go out. Okay. What's my opinion on dating my boss? Done it many times. It's just something that happens when you have a job and you look good, okay? Okay. Um, you said you feel like older men try to take advantage of you and rush you into bed because you need to tell them, look, you don't have any boundaries or standards, ma'am. That's the difference between younger women and older women. Older women have boundaries and standards. You have to put some in place. Okay. So, for example, if they're trying to rush you into anything, it's like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. I only do that when I'm in an exclusive relationship with a man who pays all my bills. So, if you're expecting that, then we can have lunch and discuss my bills and, the type of committed relationship that we are going to be wanting. That's the difference. And don't budge. Yes, they can go out and get another one. Yes, they can do that. But if they want you, they're going to meet them standards. Oh, Jeremiah, Sprinkle Sprinkle, thanks for being a member. Appreciate you. So, young girls, they try to manipulate, talk fast, try to get you to do stuff, dangle Forever 21 money in your face. No. Say what you said and mean what you said. And if they move on, then you move on. Find a better way. They can't manipulate you if you have standards and you stand on them standards and you don't bend them. Okay. Thoughts on marrying a provider who loves me, dating for a year, very sweet, loyal, just balding. Girl, don't nobody care about no bald head. You can get a hat. They make man weaves now. Man weaves, hats, whatever. Whole silicone masks with wigs and weaves attached to them. They ugly. Um, um, okay, who is too nice? When you're too nice, that's when people try to take advantage of you. So stop being so nice. You can be nice nasty. How to handle feeling sad and overwhelmed, just like everybody else in the world does. Just like everybody else in the world. Those are called temporary feelings, and they will pass because they're very temporary. So the best way to handle it is just to wait like a minute or two, and then it'll be gone, and you'll be on to your next feeling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, so let me tell y'all a secret. There's a lot of people, like you can tell the different types of people just by the comments. There's negative people and very positive people, and people that don't give up, and people that listen and learn. A negative person talks negatively about themselves. That's why their lives are negative. A negative person talks negative about themselves. They talk negativity into their lives and everything surrounding it. That's why it never gets better, because they're literally speaking negativity into their lives. For me, I'm optimistic. I'm going to speak the highest of myself always. And that's exactly what I get. Because the whole world, you have the entire world, this person talking and that person talking and this person talking. Are you going to add negativity to your own life when you're supposed to be making it better? Or are you just seeking attention from other people to tell you it's going to be all right because you don't believe you deserve anything, because you seek validation instead of knowledge and self-love from within? So therefore, if you're speaking negatively about yourself, I don't trust you. Think about it. If you think negative about yourself, you are unsure of yourself, you don't trust yourself, you don't find yourself deserving. Therefore, no one else will either. Okay? Your vibe is scattered and unsure of itself, and no one wants to be around that. So get it together up here first. Get it together up here. If not, don't even speak. If you're going to speak negativity over your own life, because it sounds like a cop-out excuse, attention-seeking validation, or that you don't trust yourself, you don't believe in yourself, and no one else will if you don't first. They're going to see you. They're going to see you as worthless because that's how you see yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't see yourself better than everyone else sees you, you're literally telling them what to see in you. Not good enough. Not this enough. Not that enough. Doesn't deserve this. Can't do this. You're telling people how to treat you, and you're describing yourself to them with your own words. So don't do that. You'll never hear a rich person with high self-esteem and high confidence speak negatively about themselves. Never. Uh-oh, Jeremiah, sprinkle, sprinkle. This is the era of sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm happy to be a student of Shira and part of the Sprinkle, Sprinkle, Sprinkle University. Uh-oh, Jeremiah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome. Thank you for this super chat. I appreciate you. Yes. So talk positive about yourself and stop talking down. Okay. You're just adding to everyone else's opinion of you. And you're creating that opinion of yourself. You have provider pays bills. Okay. Shopping money, but he's ugly and clingy. But my age, 20 to 30, embarrassed to be seen outside with him. Girl, get him one of them silicone masks. Girl, they sell them on Etsy and Amazon now. Go buy him one of them silicone masks. Tell him to put it on, and it turns you on, and he'll wear it. Maybe you got to put some Vaseline on it. I don't know. You need powder or Vaseline, depending on his skin, or oily or dry. I don't know. But buy him one of them silicone masks. Or whoever you want him to look like. Get the presidential grade. That's the best ones, okay? I'm serious. He that bad looking. You need to buy something. Put it on his face. Then he gonna be acting brand new. Never mind. But tear that mask up. This is not Michael Myers. he gonna come home. His mask gonna be tore up. You're gonna be like, I told you to stop acting brand new. Not my mask. Mm-hmm. He was on the plane when that lady said, "That mother is not real." That was him. He was sitting in the back of the plane with that mask on, trying to go see somebody. Mm-hmm. That lady saw right through that mask. She still had to get off the plane. And he over there scaring everybody because he didn't put the powder on it. And it's all shiny, one ear lopsided and stuff. You know. Anyway. Uh-oh, Elaine, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. That airplane lady, yeah, she saw a masked person, and she thought they were fake because that rubber mask was giving like uncanny valley because they didn't put enough powder on it. You can't just be looking like a robot and shiny with a fake mask on, one ear lopsided. You got to get that Fenty. You got to blot. Make sure your lips and ears are lined up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira. How should I best advise my teen sister as they get into dating? Sometimes they get mad at me when I'm too blunt about guys' intentions. Okay. They're young, so they're probably going to go more for looks or whatever. But make sure they go for looks, and if the guy has money, or if their parents or a family have money, at least. That's a good start, because people that have money, they don't like to make a lot of mistakes. They don't like to send the wrong intentions. They don't want their reputations ruined. They don't want to put themselves in any predicaments because they have more to lose, like trying to get into the right college or school, or their parents, not letting them do stuff because they ruined their reputation in the family or whatever. So if you're young and you date some guys who comes from family money, they're going to have more standards, and they're going to be more cautious about the stuff that they're doing because they represent their families. And, So always go for men with money, even in school. Their parents would have money. But I know little young girls ain't gonna listen to that. Just tell them don't get pregnant and don't fall in love. That's not gonna be your future husband. Leave. But don't get pregnant. That's not your future husband. You ain't in love. You're dumb and lust. Hmm. Yeah. Good luck with that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you tell them too much, they're gonna go do the opposite of what you say. So you can't really just like force it on them. You just have to say what you gotta say. It's like, okay, well, making sure you bring home a rich guy or you have a rich dude. Make sure his family's got money. Okay, you want to be one of them broke chicks on the bus stop. All right. So how do you tell your date you don't want to date him anymore in a nice, nasty way? Um, just the date. I don't know. Ask him for something that he can't afford, and he'll dismiss himself. Usually, that's how it works. Ask them for something that they cannot do, and they will dismiss themselves. So, for example, it's like, oh, you know what? I really want name something really expensive and extravagant. I want that, and I want you to buy it for me to prove your love to me. And they'll be like, well, I can't afford that. Da, da, da. I was like, well, then you don't really love me because if you really wanted me and you really like me, then you'll find a way to afford that. You'd get a credit card, you get a second job, you'll do this, you'll do that. And if they really like you, you'll see how much they really like you or they really don't. Just tell them you want something super expensive and see what they can do about it. Just get real materialistic upon them. Men can run from that if they're not able to provide. So the best way to get rid of somebody in a nice, nasty way, get real materialistic on them. They'll dismiss you. Like, baby, you know what? I saw this new Chanel purse that I want and the matching wallet, and I want you to get it for me like very soon. Or else, I don't understand. What's the point of being in a relationship with someone that's supposed to love you so much and can't do the nice things in life for you? I know you can do it, baby. Figure it out. When he says, I don't think I can do this anymore. You're too materialistic. All you think about is money and this, and that. I don't know what to do. It's like, well, maybe we're just not for each other anymore. Maybe we're growing in two different directions. Yeah, you're materialistic. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess that means we can't be together no more. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just use materialism. Gotta get rid of them quick. You're not a materialist. Well, then pretend that you are. Become one. Like you can act right. Just act like I do. Just act like I do, girl. Just pretend you're becoming one. You said, what if he's a provider but disrespectful in arguments? Learn from him and become even more disrespectful in arguments and see who can have the best win. Like honestly, I don't understand. I guess I've been married too long. I don't understand how y'all are like, oh, that's disrespectful. His mouth and your mouth work the same, man. You can't get creative. You can't say nothing worse. You know, like Rich men only stare, never approach. What can I be doing wrong? I don't know, man. Like, I have to see what you look like. Because it could be a lot of stuff that you're not doing right, but not necessarily wrong, you know? Okay. Folks be lying when they say they aren't materialistic. They're not materialistic yet. He said a woman's tongue is deadly, believe it or not. He said, leave these American women's, Thai women's are beautiful, feminine, and about the family. We find your house, car, what you. Yes, I believe that all women, Thai women, any woman deserves to be treated great, no matter what. Even if it's by a broke dusty who can't afford American women on their Uber salary. Give it to the Thai women. We don't care. Y'all ain't the target anyway. Sprinkle. Protect that Uber money with all you got. Oh, thank you, Tina. Sprinkle. I'm serious. Like, protect your Uber money. Go give it to a Thai girl because at least it's a woman getting it. Unless you giving money to a dude, I don't know, but that's your business. For want a diamond ring not lab made, he's mad. Tell him to get a lab made woman. Sprinkle. She want a diamond ring, and he want to get her a lab made. Tell her go get him a lab made woman. Okay. Yes. Go get y'all whatever type of woman will deal with your paycheck. I definitely feel like if your money is worth more to some women, then definitely use that to your advantage because that's gonna be the only way you're gonna ever feel like a man. You know, every man should feel like a man one time in their life, even if it's just for vacation or after their Uber money. It don't matter. You should know what it feel like, get a taste of it, and that if you come back, it make you want to earn more. Sprinkle. Thank you, Rebecca. Sprinkle. Where do I purchase Liquid Finesse? It's in the description bar. HEAUX cosmetics.com. Cosmetics.com. Liquid Finesse. And use my code SheRa to save money. It's in the description bar. Thank you, Cactus Bunny. Sprinkle. If you live in LA, they have a storefront. You said they literally just advertising they can't get anyone with an American currency. Exactly. Thank you, Cactus Bunny. Sprinkle. See, when men boast about how they can go to other countries and get these type of women, it's not really bragging. It's just saying their money is worth more in another country and they can't get women in their own country because their money is low in their own country. So it doesn't matter as long as you can feel like a man once in your life, you get a taste of it, know what it feels like to be a provider, because that's what all men want to be naturally. They want to feel what it feels like to be a provider. And if they can't do it in America, they go somewhere else to get the feeling, because men naturally want to be providers. You know, they just think that in America, women are greedy because they don't want to take their pennies. But, you know, when your pennies turn into dollars into other countries, now they want to floss. You know what I'm saying? So go feel like a man, go beat your chest, go have fun, see what it feels like to be a provider. And then when you come back to the States, if you come back to the States, understand that's what women actually want, not anything less. So sure, he's really nice, but want to get a second back. You want to get a second backup? Well, you should have a second backup. Nice don't pay bills. Money pay bills, baby. Get your back up. Thank you, Mr. Austin. Taking my girl to LA, fun provide dates to go on. Provider dates. I don't know. I don't live in LA. Ask someone that lives in LA, Austin, because I don't live there. So I couldn't tell you. Just make sure everything costs a lot of money. Maybe take her shopping. And don't all girls want to go shopping in LA? Rodeo Drive. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Aliyah. Thank you, girl. Someone says take her to the Grove. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody was asking for provider date ideas in LA where to take their woman. I guess that's a restaurant. Why should a rich man like myself get you a Gucci or Chanel purse? Because you're not rich. Because you wouldn't even put Gucci or Chanel in the same sentence. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see, one increases in value while the other one doesn't. And you're not rich. Because rich men aren't in these comments and they don't speak like that. And they give way more money. Okay. What happened at 9 a.m. in, girl, I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I was playing pickleball. So I don't know what happened. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Anyway, women change the culture. Because a lot of times, okay, like a lot of times women understand a lot of things that are going on. They just don't say anything. A lot of women play dumb and let people just tell on themselves. A lot of women just play dumb and see how things unfold. Pay attention. You know, sprinkle, sprinkle. He gives me money, but he's not that rich, but very generous. You feel guilty. Okay, well, if you have two, then you can get money from both of them. And stop taking money from Dusty. That's why you feel guilty. Only go for rich men. Oh, Kendall, sprinkle, sprinkle. Advice for 18-year-olds. Should I start freestyling? That's just hanging out and having fun. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You say if he's giving you half of his $300, of course you're going to feel bad. Well, why would you take money from someone that doesn't have any, barely has any? That's why you need to get a rich man, not just a man that wants to give you all he has so you can feel guilty and sleep with him. That's just dumb. Get you a man that can give you money without wanting you to feel guilty, and you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Okay. See, broke men also use guilt by giving you some of their money so you can feel obligated. That's another trick. So that's why you feel guilty, because they're making you feel obligated to them because they know that that they ain't got it like that. So their chances of getting some is higher because they're giving you half of what they have. And when it doesn't work, that's when they're going to be mad and come looking for them $20. So that's why you need to have more than one, so you're not desperate for some man's 150 or whatever he's giving you. You don't have to feel guilty about taking no broke man's money because you got a rich man or a couple of them, You said you stealing from the poor, wondering why you feel bad. Girl, don't take money from nobody broke. They're going to be asking for it back. Okay. Remember when I gave you that $150? Well, I need it back. Like, what? Girl, no. You said yell at me not to be a pygmy. Don't be no pygmy. It's a bad look. It means you don't love yourself enough and you can't do better. And I say take it as a challenge to do better than whatever you're doing now. That's currently, making you fight not to be a pygmy. So challenge yourself. Like, let's just say this. Let's say you date somebody. They had money, whatever, whatever. You broke up or they stopped calling or they ghosted you. They had money. Okay. Instead of thinking about what went wrong, how can you get it back? Think about how you can get a better one with more money as a challenge to yourself. Like, wow, I did that. I wonder if I can do this. Think about if it was job and to score the next biggest client. You know what I'm saying? Use that mentality instead of trying to go back and squabble and beg for the job that you're not good at or nobody wants you at. Go do better. Go score the big client or the new man with more money. Okay. Oh, Kendall Sprinkle Sprinkle. Should I lie and say I'm older than 18? Well, when they card you, they're going to know the truth if you can't get into certain places. So, so it doesn't make sense. I'm going to wrap this up in the next 15 minutes. So y'all get y'all questions in real quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But yes, you work as a flight attendant in Europe and you met very rich men in business class. They wink, stare, and smile, but never ask for my number. Because you're a flight attendant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nothing against flight attendants, but y'all do have a little reputation there. Uh-oh, Leah. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I'm just saying, like, people, like, ask any guy. Just ask them. I'm not putting that job down because that's an admirable job, but maybe that's why. Maybe you should meet them not at work. You know what I'm saying? Like try to meet men with not being at work. Oh, Cactus, Sprinkle, Sprinkle. How do I handle a sugar daddy that cheated? He had some money. Okay, first of all, you're not going to get through your entire life in any relationship, mostly, without somebody cheating. So make sure they're rich and make sure you're stacking your money and getting your money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because think about this. There are some women out here broke and paying for men, and those men are cheating on them. Can you imagine how that feels? Now, close your eyes and imagine this. This man is giving you everything, providing for you, giving you money. He cheat versus somebody that's taking from you and cheating. What's worse? And especially you can go cheat as a grown woman. You can go do what you want to. So therefore, which one makes more sense? And they're both not great, but which one makes more sense? Okay. Because think about it, you got cheated on. You already got cheated on. You're going to get cheated on again with the next one, probably at some point. You're just going to keep running to the next cheater and the next cheater and the next cheater. Maybe you'll stop looking for it. Maybe you won't. Maybe you will. I don't know. But how much money are you stacking? How much money are these guys giving you? What's the lifestyle that you're living? What kind of car are you driving? Or are you just running from pillar to pole crying about he cheated? Because if you're smart, they're going to be doing the same thing when you leave. Crying about how she cheated and how she got your money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay, it works both ways. When y'all realize that, things will become much clearer. You said, what if they want to sleep with you first in order to provide for you? Then if you believe that, you haven't been listening to my channel. It doesn't matter what they want. Read what that say on the title. Women change the culture. It's what you want. You set the rules. You're the woman. They can't do anything without your permission. So if you say, I want to be provided for, and they say, oh, well, you got to give it up. It's like, oh, well, no, that's not a deal. To be provided for, I want to feel safe, and I don't feel safe yet. And I want to be in a committed relationship with a provider before I lay down with them. Because if I get pregnant and you are unable to provide, then my life is now, what it wasn't supposed to be. So no, I need to know that you can provide, that you are providing before I'm comfortable enough to lay down with you and feel safe enough to lay down with you. I don't feel safe and I don't feel comfortable yet. So make it happen and then we can talk. Don't bend your standards. I don't care what they want. It's not about them. It's about you. And once a woman gets that in their head and makes themselves the number one priority, a man can't talk them into anything unless they want to be talked into it. Okay. Mom's rich older lawyer asked if I was okay to ask me out. Will this change the dynamic? How to act around him? Girl, go with that lawyer and get some money. Sprinkle. Take you to nice places and take you shopping. A man can't make you do nothing. You're too nice and you don't stand on your standards. Okay? That's like trying to they're trying to put the horse before the cart. It doesn't make sense. They won't even let you leave the car dealership without no down payment, ma'am. Oh, Cactus Bunny, Sprinkle, we are exclusive for 2 years. Well, good for you. How to dismiss a man kindly after he buys me drink. Act like you see somebody you know that just walked in and run across the bar or the restaurant. Then walk up to somebody and say, girl, I was trying to get away from that dude over there. Thank you for acting like you know me. Just wave to some random chick and run over there and say, hey, girl, act like you know me because that dude just bought me a drink and I'm trying to get away. He got halitosis breath. Then she gonna be like, hey, girl. I used to do it all the time. Be waving at nobody. What if a man wants me to pick him up for a date? He claims he don't like his work truck. Well, then he need to find a better job so he can drive a better car. Oh, Aliyah, Sprinkle, how can you please read my pinned message? Okay, hold on. I thought I read it wrong. Sprinkle. I thought I read it wrong. I only see it says $4.99. Doesn't say anything else. Must have deleted it. Okay, I don't see it, ma'am. It just says $4.99. Nothing is there. You must have deleted it by accident. See, that's all it says. And then this, so it didn't show up. How to say he can cheat without sounding desperate. Do you? Because I'm gonna do me. It's in reply. I can't find it. There's too many comments. I'm so sorry. Just ask it again. Because okay, you're a braider. Okay. How do I stop attracting people that complain about prices knowing that my work is affordable and neat? Put the prices way up, and then when they complain about it, bring it down to your real price so they feel like they got a bargain. So whatever your price is, double it. And when they come in and ask about the price, then you tell them you can do this much and give them your real price. Okay. Sprinkle. So make it higher than what it already is, the one that they already complain about. Then lower it to your real price, the one that they complaining about. Then they'll think they got a deal. That's what the stores do. That's what Bath and Body Works be doing. Shout out to Bath and Body Works. They make this candle like almost $30. Then they put it on sale for $15. $30. That's too much for a candle. I'm gonna wait till like, oh well. They go on sale in 2 days. And they buy 2 of them. Sprinkle. Maybe 3. So just price it even higher. Then bring it down when they ask. And they don't ask you, you're gonna be making extra money. You gave yourself a raise. You said what? It's all psychology, make you think you're getting a bargain. Exactly. Throw in something free that's already free. I throw in a free scalp massage when I wash your hair. I use tea tree oil and the little scrubby thing. Just put an extra minute on it, you know. People be doing that all the time. I'm gonna throw in a free this. That's already free, but we don't know it. So you said what made me start blogging? I tell this story all the time. Years and years and years ago, I noticed that I was one of the only ladies out shopping during the daytime while everybody else was working hard behind the register, you know, having an attitude towards me because I'm not behind the register or working. And they're lazy, broke, Dusty is at home on the couch while the woman is out working. So I just got tired of seeing all these ladies that look better than me that shouldn't be out there working either if they didn't want to. So I started making a channel and videos about, too pretty to pay bills. That was my first, major thing. Then I rewrote the book, which is available now, and made it even bigger. Because at first it was just like an online book. Now it's a thick physical copy. But I was tired of seeing women mad at me for living my best life when they should be living their best lives too. Okay. So I wanted to help them because it didn't make any sense. They shouldn't be holding their dusty down, being with broke men just because they felt obligated to. They should raise their standards in their lifestyle and their way of living and rise out of poverty mind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's why I started it. I was tired of seeing women fall for the okie doke. Miss Yuki, sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you use to film when you go live? On these little Logic webcams. This is like one of them little webcams. You can buy them on Amazon. They're not that expensive. You should all be going to lunch. Exactly. You should all be going to lunch, then shopping. There's enough. Look, I've seen a lot of single old men out there today that was super rich at the pickleball place. Y'all should be going out to lunch while they pay all your bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What was I doing at 24? Living my best life, shopping, not working, being provided for, going on vacations. Okay. How to lose feelings for someone? Have more feelings for yourself. And how you plan to get a better one after improving upon yourself. You know what? People always like clowning like people for like comparing people to animals or cars or whatever. But I use business cars or animals or whatever. How do you let go of your car? Like some people get attached to their car, right? Before you trade it in or get another one, don't you feel sad and take a picture of it and say goodbye to it? Do the same thing. Say goodbye, good riddance, wave to it, take a picture, and now get in your new car and drive off because it should be an upgrade. Okay. The only reason I would feel sad about losing a car or a person like it a breakup is if I was downgrading. So if you're not downgrading, you should be happy. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can understand if you downgraded or if you haven't done anything at all. That's why you always need to have a plan and a smooth transition, because when you trade your car in, you need to be getting into something better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, is asking to take pictures with him pick Misha? Probably. They should be asking to take pictures with you. Is it okay to tell a man what he won't do, someone else will do it? No, just say, well, you know what? I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. It's saying the same thing without using those particular words. They know what it means. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I know what to do. Then don't explain any further. Just walk out and look mad. He already know you're going to another man. But you ain't got to spell it out. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. I think I figured it out. Don't worry about it. I got to go. Bye. Then don't answer your phone until he texting you or sending you that money. Texting you with the receipt from sending that money. All right, y'all, I got to wrap it up. So thank y'all, everybody who donated. I really appreciate you guys. Remember, join the Patreon. The link is in the description bar, and I'm going to put it again here. It's also at the top of the live comments. If y'all want to ask me personal questions there, message me in the messenger section of the Patreon. Also, if you want to sign up for the mail out tier where you get a handwritten letter once a month from me, it's a little extra, but if you just want to do it for 1 month, you can quit at any time, cancel at any time, or change your membership to something different. Just know that you could do that. It's not a permanent thing. And also, thank you all the channel members who have become members of my channel. Thank you to all my day ones, sprinkle, sprinkle, and my new subscribers as well. Also, if y'all want to see more day-to-day content of my life and like, little tidbits and stuff, follow me on Instagram. Okay. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.